Good morning, everyone. This is Fran. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making Southern fried chicken. Let's get started. Before we prepare our chicken, we're going to go ahead and put our oil in our pan. I am going to be using my Dutch oven. You can use a cast iron pan, and I've done that plenty of times, but I think I'm going to use my Dutch oven today. It's cast iron too. I poured a whole 40 fluid ounces of cooking oil in my pot, and I'm going to turn that on medium because we're going to prep our chicken right now. Okay, so I have 3 sheet pans, and I'm going to put flour on one. This is the way I grew up making chicken, so it was so simple and so easy. Just salt and pepper and flour. I'll start out with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I wash my chicken before I cook it, but I've got my chicken already cut up when I'm going to fry it or barbecue it, something like that. But if I'm going to stew a chicken, I just buy a whole one and put it in the pot. But today we are going to fry this. Some legs, chicken breast in here, and I don't like my chicken breast to be too big, and I don't like my legs to be too big. It's just better to have a normal size. The size of the chicken is just a preference at what you like. So anyway, we've got our oil cooking. Now we're going to season our chicken. Our salt and pepper is one of the most important aspects of frying chicken. It really matters. Salt and pepper matter more than anything else in fried chicken because it gives it such a great flavor with the skin and everything. It's just delicious. So I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna start out with cooking the legs first because they take the longest to cook. So I'm just gonna spread these out right here on my baking sheet. I'll do my legs, and I did wash my chicken. You know, I guess there's something going on, controversy on whether you should wash your chicken or not wash your chicken. I don't know, but I wash mine. Or so I just rinse it off. Not like, I don't like soap and water, just rinse it off. Take my salt, and I'm just gonna start going on my chicken. Put it right here. Because this is what's gonna make our chicken taste good. And I don't wanna touch this again, so salt it just like that. And now we're going to pepper it. But salt and pepper will make your fried chicken taste so good. And this is just the way I grew up with it. My aunts, my mom, everybody I knew, just salt and pepper and flour. I think my mom might even use self-rising flour, but I use all-purpose. And you have to be able to feel the salt and pepper on it. It really makes a huge difference. Okay, we're gonna let those sit there just a few minutes while I wash my hands. Washing your hands is very important because we don't want to get stuff all over our kitchen. You know, we don't want salmonella in our house. Okay, so chicken looks like that. It's really good, salt and pepper. Now we're going to turn our heat up just a little bit to a little bit medium high on our cooking oil, but I'm gonna use the thermometer. We want our grease to be at 350 degrees. We don't want it over or under. We want it just right. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead, while that is heating up, some people put an egg wash, you know, dip it in egg wash and then back in the flour. Just salt and pepper and flour. I'm just gonna let it sit a few minutes while our oil gets really good and hot. Try to keep one hand clean. I have to touch something. We're just gonna let those sit there for a few minutes. And then I have the rest of my chicken. I have my wings. And I'm gonna check on my oil, see what my oil is right now. Now, when I'm cooking a lot of fried chicken, I turn my oven on to 275 degrees because it'll keep my chicken warm without overcooking it. Just do that. I don't want to overcrowd our pan. I'm going to go ahead and take my wings. I'm going to go ahead and put them on the other pan. Go ahead and start prepping them. But I like to take the little wing part right off of my chicken. I don't like to have to cook that. It kind of crowds the pan. All right, so go ahead and cut these off. Just going to set those right over there on our other pan. Now we're going to get out our salt and pepper, and we're going to start these also. We're going to start our little wings. We've already got our legs done, so let's take these off. Now our wings are not as big as our chicken thighs. I mean, our chicken legs. So we do want to make sure we kind of rub it in. We want to get them good and salty. And I can feel the salt on, and that's the way I want it. I'm just going to sprinkle some pepper right on top. And do the same thing. Salt and pepper is the key to good fried chicken. Rub them in real good. Let's put our legs back up there because now we're going to flour our wings. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to wash my hands. So now we're going to turn our chicken. That color is so beautiful on that chicken. And we want to make sure our chicken is covered in the oil. And we have not overcrowded our pan. Okay, now we're going to do our chicken breast and go ahead and get it. We have our other legs and our wings ready to go. So now we're going to do our chicken breast. And they don't really need anything. If they were big, you might want to cut them. I don't buy great big chicken breasts because I just don't like them. I just like the regular. But you can always cut them in half and cook half of it. So let's get our chicken breast. We are going to salt them. And I know you think, oh, she's putting too much salt. I'm not. I would say probably about a half a teaspoon of salt for a piece of chicken. Same with pepper. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to make sure it's all rubbed in real good. And then we're just going to fry it. We only have 2 chicken breasts. gonna let my chicken breast just stay right here in the flour. Nothing wrong with that. Set it to the side. Then I'm gonna go and just clean up some of this stuff because I'm gonna have to wash it all. And yes, I clean my salt and pepper shakers very, very well. And you can always just finish cooking it in the oven if you want. But we're not. We're going to go ahead and let it cook right in here. And sometimes you might have to add a little bit more oil because as you cook each batch, it kind of goes down just a little. And if you cloud the pan, that is sweating the chicken. It's like it won't be crunchy or crispy if you put too much in the pan. Okay, these have to get bleached. So I'm also going to put a paper towel on top. Look at that. That is beautiful. Fried chicken is delicious. All right, so I'm going to let that sit here just for a few minutes, and we're going to put it in the oven. Now we're going to get some chicken wings in our pot. We got 2 other legs, but I think we're going to cook some wings. Chicken legs look delicious. Once I've got the oil off of them, I've kind of pat them dry. That crust, that is crust. Okay. We're going to just stick them in the oven on the parchment paper so they'll stay warm. We don't want to keep cooking them because these are done. And you can check the temperature. I like mine at, a lot of people, 165. And, well, sometimes I like it a little over, but anyway, this is going to be great. Looks so good. I think 4 wings is perfect, and if I hadn't cut those little, I don't know what they're called. If you know, comment below, let me know. But, I don't know, flap, I don't know what it's called, but I cut it off, and because it looks better. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna let that cook for about, they're completely submerged in the oil, and they're completely submerged in the cooking oil, so they are cooking evenly, top and bottom. And that's the way I like to, I don't want there to be, I want my chicken covered in the oil. And I just think that is, there's like a deep fryer, almost. I wanted to have quite a bit of fried chicken because tomorrow is Sunday, and when I come home from church, I've already got my fried chicken made up. You can cook whatever you like with your fried chicken. My favorite meal, if it was my last meal, if I was dying and I had to have one last thing that I could eat, it would be fried chicken and banana sandwich. Honestly, that would be my last meal. It's my favorite meal in the whole world. And I don't eat it very often because I get carried away with it. But, and tomorrow I will be having fried chicken and a banana sandwich because after I'm cooking all this chicken for a few meals so that I don't have to cook tomorrow after church. I can just come home and have fried chicken and a banana sandwich. Tonight, we're gonna have that fried chicken and some corn on the cob that I just got from the little grocery store in town, and I haven't decided the other side dish yet, but I do know it's going to be corn on the cob. I find that when I do fried chicken, it's just easier to have simple sides that are fresh and really good. The hardest part for me is to get the wings in the oven without eating them before I serve dinner, and then I'm full. How many cooks do that? I just do it, okay? Legs are done, so I'm just put a piece of parchment paper on here, normally when chicken floats to the top of the pan, it's done. Towel here. I'm gonna take out my chicken wings. Don't that look good? Does not take very long. That was 4 wings. Now I'm going to get those into my pan in the oven. We still don't want to sweat our pan. We don't want to sweat our chicken. I'm just going to set it individual. And I think this is enough for this. There's plenty of room between all the chicken. And I like 275 just in case the middle is not quite done. It will get done. And if you cook it too long, it might, but this is the way I fry chicken. And this is the way I believe most people that I know fry chicken. Okay, so now we are going to go with the chicken breast. I'm gonna do both chicken breast. I'm gonna shake off the excess flour. We don't want our pan to turn to gravy. Flour and oil make gravy. So we just have 2 wings and 2 legs, and we're gonna cook those last. And we can now discard our flour. Unless you're gonna make gravy, just go ahead and keep it. And you can make your chicken gravy. I love to make homemade biscuits and honey and fried chicken. Oh my gosh, that's a meal all in itself. You don't need anything else but homemade biscuits and honey and fried chicken. That is a delicious meal. See what? Just cooking fried chicken just gets me all like, oh my gosh, it gets me in the cooking mood. What else can I cook? But I'm gonna be good tonight, and I'm gonna have the corn on the cob and whatever other side dish that I still could make some homemade biscuits. Okay, our chicken breasts are done. They are beautiful. So now we got our legs, they're halfway done. So now we're going to put in the other 2 wings. Because by the time the wings are done, the legs will be done. Oh, they're crunchy and crispy. Y'all, this is gonna be good. And I'm gonna give you a little secret, and this is what I do even with my roasted turkey and chicken. I turn them upside down when I store them because all the juices run right back into the breast and make it so moist and tender. We're going to be having fried chicken in a few minutes. Oh, and I decided I'm having mashed potatoes and gravy. And another secret to good fried chicken is making sure your oil stays the same temperature all the way through. You might have to turn it up a little and just keep checking the temperature on your oil. Set this chicken out. Look at this. Beautiful fried chicken. Just beautiful. Right here on it. And I have 2 tongs. I never use the tongs that I put the chicken in with that I take the chicken out with. Okay. So now we can put this in our oven. And we just have 2 wings left. I went to the store the other day. 8 pieces of chicken was $16.99 for 8 pieces of chicken. If you buy it cooked. We gotta learn how to cook and fry our own chicken, y'all. It's just too expensive. So let me get the wings are done. We're gonna go ahead and take them out. Beautiful. We're gonna put them in the oven. It's gonna be good fried chicken, y'all. Cool for a few minutes before you bite it. I have a hard time letting things cool. I want to eat them right off the pan. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so good. I'm gonna let it cool. Okay, so we're gonna try my fried chicken. So good, y'all. Oh my goodness. You guys can make your own fried chicken. Go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.